Hey folks, this is Best in Slot with another quick dino game update. This time it's for Prehistoric Kingdom. They've just released their dev diary June 2022. This is quite a short one, not too much to showcase, but some very exciting things to showcase within the showcase that we're going to showcase. So let's get started. First things first, we're going to talk about the minor update on the way. Next up is minor update 2. We're going to talk about timeframes for these updates at the end of the video. A smaller patch that includes a handful of new items and improved guest visuals. It's worth noting, although I haven't mentioned it on the channel yet, there was a other update fairly recently, minor update 1, that added a bunch of new foliage items and signs and stuff like that. Following this will be major update 1, the first blog content update during early access, featuring a new map, biome, animals, plural, building sets and more. We'll reveal the exact contents and theme behind the update in a dedicated feature focus prior to release, so stay tuned. Will do, Prehistoric Kingdom, will do. But we got today the reveal of the second dinosaur joining that update. The first, of course, was the Dilophosaurus, which we saw in the past, and today we've seen for the first time properly the Coelophysis. So, of course, as a Triassic dinosaur, as such a basal dinosaur, Coelophysis will now be the oldest species in the game, which is really cool. Hopefully we get more Triassic creatures as well going forward. We could do little Triassic themed sections. But yeah, it's a great looking Coelophysis, really like how it looks, really love the patterning and the sort of texture work that's gone on here as per usual. The texture pattern artists for Prehistoric Kingdom always bring their A game. Model's really good. I don't really have much else to say. It's a nice looking Coelophysis. I love the wrists. Maybe that's a weird thing to be excited about, but I love seeing the wrists like that. You know, it's not really a given even in this day and age to have the unpronated wrists, so that's lovely stuff. The eye's got this really distinctive shape, very, very, very sort of reptilian in the sort of the pointiness. It mentions on the page for the Coelophysis that it's really good, it's got really good vision. It's a really good sort of stalker, ambush sort of predator, and that's kind of reflected in the eye as well. You can see that the eye is gigantic, and even if most of it's been covered by the eyelid, you can see the pupil in the middle there is huge as well, assumedly done to kind of emphasize that point that this would have been an effective, maybe nighttime hunter as well, but an effective ambush predator, one that used its speed and its vision to hunt effectively. Yeah, really nice looking Coelophysis, really excited to see it in game and build a cool beans habitat for it. We'll talk about that in a bit as well. But the other major thing seen in today's dev diary thingamajiggy is this. So what we've got here is a couple of new ambient animations, ambient behaviors that your dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals are going to exhibit. Really cool stuff, really going to give so much life and oomph to your dinosaurs. You know, it's going to make them feel so much more realistic. As they walk around, they're not just going to walk and eat and sleep. They'll now do various different things that kind of just make them feel more like real creatures. This one's fantastic. It's this Dilophosaurus, of course, another one of the dinosaurs coming in the update, and doesn't it look absolutely beautiful? The GIF is probably very scaled up and a bit blurry, but man, the design is phenomenal. I'm so excited about the Dilo. But anyways, here it's practicing its pouncing technique and stuff like that. And then we actually have another one as well where it's rolling around on the ground. It's got a bit of an itchy spot and it can't quite get to it. You know, it's not like an ape or a humanoid or anything where we can kind of scratch ourselves, as I need to do now. They have to roll around on the ground to sort themselves out. So not only are we getting these for the Dilophosaurus, but other creatures already in the game, other existing types of creature, we'll also be getting these new ambient behaviors as well. And I'm really excited to find all of them and see what our prehistoric creatures are going to do. And I think it's going to be a big deal for just bringing our parks to life a little bit more. Very excited about those. Right, a little bit more to do, but not too much. Ensuring the animals are lively and interesting to watch is a long-term goal of ours that will require ongoing development. Major Update 1 will see the overhaul of animal locomotion, which is a necessary step in supporting more advanced path finding and AI behaviours, which is interesting. Animals interacting or simply acknowledging each other has been a huge community request, and we will keep working towards that. Because right now, the dinosaurs, I'm going to say dinosaurs instead of prehistoric fauna, they walk through each other and they don't know that each other exists. There's no acknowledgement of other creatures in your habitats, which is fine. You know, it's an early access title. We expect things to be in development. But even just having them sort of look at each other or be able to sort of snap at each other or roar or cry or growl a little bit as they walk past would again be a big deal and make them feel more like real creatures rather than ghosts, which kind of just float inside each other every now and again. So that would be really interesting to see. Hopefully we see some of that in upcoming updates. In terms of general development tidbits, here are some bullet points we'd like to highlight. We're working on a follow-up patch to minor update 1, adjusting the feed balance and addressing some miscellaneous issues. So there is going to be a patch on the way relatively soon before minor update 2 hits, which as we've said before, is the next patch to hit. But there'll be a minor update in between the minor updates. Steam Workshop support is a highly requested feature that we'll be working on soon. We're eager to launch Workshop support so that players can conveniently share all their unique builds and create a community together. I think that's a really big deal for this game. That's something I'm very excited about, to check out what you guys can make. There is sharing on the Discord already of the prefabrications that people make, but it is monumentally easier on the Steam Workshop, so very, very excited to get hold of that. I'll talk about when that's coming in just a second as well. We've begun working on guest AI and management for Major Update 1. Excited to bring more management gameplay into the fold over the coming months. Maybe just things like shops and stuff like that don't feel like they're an integral part of the game at the moment. It just feels like the management it's definitely a big step forward from where it was in the past, but it's not quite there yet, so a little bit more on that. And further optimizations for loading speed and rendering. And we can find out a little bit about when this stuff is coming. The Trello has updated, so Minor Update 2 is now coming this month in July. And it's we can see some of the stuff coming here. So we're getting a terracotta roof set, we're getting an animal water trough, we're getting these animal info signs, which is the most exciting part of it to me. More varied guests and better animation. And that's the major one as well. Steam Workshop support is currently plugged for July 2022. So in the coming month, we are very nearly the end of June now, we should get Steam Workshop support. We can share all the prefabs on there. I can showcase, we'll do like a weekly showcase of the best prefabs, blah, blah, blah. It's been a long day, folks. But really excited about Steam Workshop support. And then the other thing, this has changed a little bit as well. EA Major Update 1 that we've been talking about, that's of course got the Coelophysis, the Dilophosaurus, and another as of yet unknown new species. Update to the locomotion, as they've said, and the look targets, so the dinosaurs are going to look at each other as they walk past. Random objectives, which is quite exciting. So we've got this little mission basically that's going to pop up. Improve guest statistics, and when you manage that, you get some science points and you get some money. And the research system is getting added to the game as well. So that is coming. If I bring up my last thing here, you can see the EA Minor Update 2 coming in July 2022. EA Major Update 1 with those 3 new species is a mid-quarterly update. So mid-quarterly, the next quarter we're going into, because obviously this one's coming in July, is July, August, September. So I'm assuming EA Major Update 1 is hoped to be, I would suggest probably late August, early September, if I had to hedge my bets a little bit. It'll be around that time. I'm going to Disney in August, and hopefully they time it around that. But yeah, that's about it. So we saw these fantastic new animations, which I'm really excited about. I think they're going to be... I think they're just going to add so much life to the game. I say that a lot about my dinosaur games, but it's true. It's a big deal. And of course, we saw the Coelophysis as well. A little bit more knowledge about what's coming and when it's coming. All very good stuff. I do want to talk briefly, because I know I haven't been playing Prehistoric Kingdom on the channel. I keep getting questions about it, and I keep questioning myself about it, because I love the game. I want to play it all the time, but I just haven't been playing it. I have struggled to quite find my inspiration yet, to sort of create a park or a theme that I'm really happy with and that I can like throw myself into properly. In the way that in Planet Zoo, for example, right now we're building that park, and I'm really excited about it. It's a theme that I love, and I think it's working out really well. I just haven't found that in Prehistoric Kingdom yet. I should probably stop being stupid and just make basic exhibits and just showcase the dinosaurs. I've got a little bit of an idea that I'm dabbling with, so we'll see how that goes. And it'd be nice to get the park started before these updates hit, because I'd like to showcase these updates within the context of my own park. So keep an eye on the channel. Hopefully we're going to get our PK content on the way, because it's a game I really do want to cover and showcase as much as possible, because it's awesome. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a lovely evening, or lovely afternoon, or morning, or whatever the bejeebus is going on in your life right now. Or don't, if you don't want to. If you want to be sad, be sad. That's cool too. You do you. You do you. Thank you for joining me. From me, like and enjoy the video. I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye.